Hello everyone, my name is Jayashree Selvakumar and my group members are Yasmin Safia and also Muhammad Isfata. So I'll be presenting my PBT presentation of Database Administrator. Okay, so as you see, the introduction, this assignment focuses on key tasks performed by an Oracle database administrator using Oracle 19c. It covers essential operations such as creating a listener, managing control files, setting up table space, and handling users and schemas in a pluggable database. These steps demonstrate practical DBA responsibilities in configuring and maintaining a secure, efficient Oracle database environment.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Yasmin Safia binti Mio Azman. My matrix number is 01DDT23F1106. So I'm going to present my part for PBT database administrator. So for me, I'm going to be presenting question 1 and question 5. So let's begin with question 1. So question 1 asks us to create a new listener named PBT1 listener. So the new database must use this listener for its session and connections. So we are given the options to use any suitable Oracle 90s tools such as Oracle SQL Plus, Oracle Netcar, and then Oracle Net Manager. So we're going to be using Netcar. So the first step is to launch the network configuration assistant with the netcar command. So running command prompt, uh, and then we run command prompt as administrator, and then we type in netcar. It will bring us to Oracle Net. It will run Oracle Net Service configuration. So now once we're inside there, we are given a few options on what configuration we want to do. So we're going to be configuring listener, and then we click next, and then it's going to ask us what we want to do with the listener. So we want to add a new one. So click add, and then we click next, and now we are given an option to give the name to the listener. The question asks us to name it as PBT1 listener. So once we're done with that, we click next, and then it's going to ask us to choose which protocol clients application that we will use to access the database. So we use TCP and TCPS, and then once the selected protocols is the two of that, we can click next. Now because we use TCP and TCPS protocols, we are required to give a port number. So for the TCP/IP port number, uh, we are going to use another port number which is 1555, and then for the TCP/IP SSL port number, we're going to be using and use another port number which is 2444. Next, uh, so it will ask us to configure another listener. We're going to say no, and then once we're done with that, we can start the listener, and then that's pretty much it. So once you're done with it, you can uh, it will say that the listener configuration is complete, and then you can click next, and then you can exit the Oracle Net Configuration Assistant. And then in command prompt, you can also use the tool listener control, or also known as LSNRCTL. We can do a lot of things, and one of the things we do is that we can check the listener status. So we just type LSNRCTL status, and then it will display the status of the listener that we're using. So as you can see over here, Elias PBT1 listener.
So I will be explaining about question 2 and also question 4. So as you see, the question is add a new control file named as ctlpbt.ctl as multiplexing steps. All right. So we can see first we have to connect to Oracle as sysdba as usual, which is uh, SQL Plus and SysSDB, SysDBA, and also the password is 12345. All right. So next we can see to multiplex control files, we have to modify the initializing parameter file or use an alter system command in case of SB file. All right. So this command shows where we currently control files are stored and also SPF files. All right. Okay. And then we have to copy the address, which is in the SP file and also control file. The control file's address we have to copy and so that it could be altered. All right. So next, after we have altered the command, we have to shut down immediately. As you see, shut immediate, semicolon, database closed, database dismounted, and also Oracle instance has been shut down. Okay. So, and after that, we have to make sure that the copied file is correct without any mistakes, because this is very important, since the file which is we are going to copy is some is the file that we have already stored in our device. So if it is wrong, it might be a big hassle to copy the file. So as you see, we have copied the file and also they have asked overwrite. And the option which is yes, no, or I have placed yes, and the file has been copied. Okay. All right. And then we have to start up again. All right. Start up again, which is we have to update the control file part in the SP5. Okay. As you see, this is the command. So startup semicolon, and the Oracle has instantly start. Okay, it has instantly start, and yeah, that's it for question 2.
Nama saya Muhammad Iskandar Abdul Rahman. Nombor entry 01 DDT 23F1174. Saya akan teruskan dengan question 3, iaitu create new tablespace. Pertama, kita kena check tablespace yang ada kat Oracle PDB dan komen yang ada kat sini. Pertama, tablespace yang ada kat sini ialah system, sys, AUS, kemudian undur TBS 1, dan yang terakhir ialah users. Yang kedua, kita kena create tablespace dengan nama TBS PBT users dengan saiz 50 MB, auto extend on, kemudian dengan main size ialah 1 GB. Kemudian kita kena recheck balik tablespace dari komen yang sebelumnya. Kemudian kita check tablespace yang kita dah create tadi ada tak ada di sini. Kalau ada, bermaksud kita dah berjaya create tablespace. Kemudian yang terakhir, kita kena create table dengan nama TBI employee. Dan untuk ni primary key-nya ialah employee ID, kolomnya first name, last name dan salary.
So for question 4, switch to pluggable database Oracle PDB. Make sure that the pluggable database is in open mode status. Create user PBT and grant all privilege to it. Then connect it as PBT at user. All right. So let's go into. So first step, we have to connect to Oracle as sysdba as usual, which is SQL plus sys s sysdba, and also the password 12345. Okay, and then we have to open the pluggable database Oracle PDB and alter section set container equals to Oracle PDB semicolon. Okay. And this brings the PDB into an open state so that we can use it. Right? Okay. And the alter portion, it tells the Oracle that your such session should now work inside of the Oracle PDB instead of the default container. Okay, so this is the comment that I have, which is alter session set container equals to Oracle PDB, and the session has been altered. And SQL equal, which is column name format, we have switched the format and also select name open mode from VPDBS. Okay, and they have written the name and open mode. Open mode answer. All right, and then next we have to create the user PBT identified by our password. So this creates a new user with the name PBT user and the password of our choice. Okay. And lastly, we have to grant all our privilege to PBT users, which is grant all privilege to PBT user so that it would be succeeded. So as you see, this is the command. And lastly, we have to also connect PBT. As you see, connect PBT user PBT at localhost 152.1/Oracle PDB, and it will be connected. Okay, thank you from me. I'll pass to my groupmate.
So now I'm going to continue with the last question, which is question 5. So question 5 asks us to add PBT user schema in our pluggable database, which is RCLPDB. And then after that, we need to display all the users objects in the PBT user schema. So let's get to it. So the first thing is to add PBT user schema in our pluggable database or RCLPDB. So the first thing to do is to make sure the session is using uh, the we are using or our CLPDB, so we can use the alter session set container equals to or CLPDB, and then we can create we need to create the PBT user schema. So we type create user PBT user identified by PBT is the password for the user PBT user, and then we grant all privileges to the PBT user. Next, we open and edit Scott SQL. So the location for Scott SQL is at the D drive in our DB home folder, and then and then we're going to go to RDBMS, and then click on the folder admin, and then Scott is stored inside admin. Once you've found it, you can open it with Notepad to edit it. And then once you open it, you need to change Scott to PBT user, and then the password to PBT at or RCL PDB, and then you save it. And then after you're done with that, we're renaming the file. We're renaming Scott SQL to PBT underscore user SQL, and then we save it. Now going back to command prompt, we can connect to PBT user. So con PBT underscore user slash PBT at or RCL PDB, and then it should be successful. Once you're successful, you can display all the objects owned by PBT user. So the command is to write select object name, object type from users objects, and it will display all the object name and the object type. So here we have like PK dep, EMP, PK EMP, bonus, and cell grade. So there are 6 rows selected. So in conclusion, we have learned the essential tasks performed by an Oracle Database Administrator (DBA) using Oracle 90C, which includes creating a listener, managing control files, setting tablespace, and handling users and schema in the pluggable database. So these operations, they are crucial for maintaining a secure, efficient, and well-structured database environment. So when we master these tasks uh, as a DBA, we can ensure the database integrity, optimize performance, and enhance overall system reliability. And that is all from us. Thank you.